Buddy, today I'm gonna be naming the most overrated and underrated cards for each rarity. So let's get into it. For the commons, the most underrated card is probably the Bomber, just because it's 2 elixir, it does splash damage. You just can't go wrong with it. It's actually a really good card, especially with the Evo. Now the most overrated card is gonna be the Minion Horde, just because it's way too easy to counter. It doesn't usually get value, and even when it does, it usually gets shut down immediately, so that's why it's overrated. The most underrated for the rares is probably the Goblin Hut because of its new rework. So it's actually pretty good because of the new rework, and that's why it's underrated, but not enough people use it in my opinion. The most overrated is the 3 Musketeers. Now I was gonna say the Barbarian Hut, but come on, no one even cares about that card, so it can't be overrated. Most underrated for the epics is probably the Hunter. Even with this new Evo, people still don't give it the credit that it deserves. And it really does a lot of damage. It's just way too underrated, man. The most overrated for the epics is gonna be the Witch, because it's just too much elixir, and even with the Evo, you don't get as much value. So it's just way too overrated. The most underrated legendary is the Ice Wizard. I know it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it slowed down troops so much, it's actually unbelievable. Okay? It's insane. It's crazy. I know it doesn't do that much damage, but on the other hand, it's like a 3 elixir free spell with HP, I guess, but hey, it doesn't matter. The most overrated legendary is the Phoenix because in its prime, sure, I know it got nerfs, but even then, it wasn't even that good, bro. It was just way overrated. The egg never gets value. It has okay death damage, like, it's just mid. The most underrated champion is probably the Mighty Miner, just because the ability is actually really good. It kills tanks. It's just not used enough. Now the most overrated champion, the Monk, bro. Just like the Phoenix, it's just overrated. It was never that good. Sure, the ability could get value, but it's just mid. Alright guys, let me know what you think on my list, but that's gonna be the end of the video.